Hey guys, Justin here with Bearded Dad Reviews. Thanks for watching. If you like what I'm doing, hit the subscribe button. If you have anything specific you want to see, please drop a note. I'm going to talk to you about a company that is brand new to me. It is called Nicholas Beardworks. I've been eyeballing their stuff for a minute, quite frankly, and it's on the pricier side, so I've just never pulled the trigger. Um, so let me show you the bottle first. So, really cool, really unique, waxed dip skulls. I know the bottle isn't everything, but it's just cool. If you have your collection on a shelf behind you or out in the open, like I do, that is cool, and that does add an aesthetic that is worth a little bit to me, right? The other thing they do that I like is the pump tops. I like the pump top because if you knock it over, you're not going to spill your oil. I've done that before with dropper tops. Think the dropper top's on there. I go to pick it up and move it, and I dump it. And I hate restrictor caps, so I know that problem is solved with restrictor caps, but I hate having to like shake the crap out of the bottle. I feel like I'm going to like throw it across the room or something, so I don't like those. I always rip those out and replace those with die droppers. Um, but a pump top is nice. So I want to talk to you about before we get into price and anything, and I'll tell you if I think you should buy this. Um, so let's look at the carrier blend here, and I don't think this is everything it might be. I don't know, but squalene oil. Um, it mimics the natural sebum produced on your scalp and skin. It helps with adding shine. It helps tame frizz, flyaways, and split ends. Subaki oil. It's Japanese. It helps unblock pores. It stimulates hair growth, controls water loss in hair. Contains a ton of omega 9 acids. And then kapuki butter. Um, it contains tons of acids. Omega 3 fatty acids, moisturizes and hydrates, absolutely outstanding. It helps the hair become softer, penetrates to smooth and lay down hair, helps with dryness, brittleness, and it helps with stimulate hair growth because of the nutrients. Now, that's what he says on his website. So I take everything with a grain of salt. So I did a little bit of research, which means I spent 5 minutes on Google, Googling some of these ingredients. And the one that was the most impressive to me was the kapuki butter. And I may be saying that wrong, but whatever. It absorbs 450% its weight in water. Shea butter absorbs 289%. It also absorbs UVA and UVB rays more effectively than shea butter. It is a lot less greasy and a lot lighter in texture. And this is from Google, not his website. And then you can check the others if you want. But what he's saying lines up with what I find on Google. Now, when I put the oil in, it absorbed super fast compared to anything else I've ever had. Honestly, like it was gone. I rubbed it in, it absorbed in, completely not greasy, which I thought was kind of amazing. So I'm like, oh, maybe I didn't use enough, so I got a second pump and chucked that on there, and the same thing. And I'm like, okay, so that's cool. The next thing is the scent. The scent on this is one of the best, longest lasting scents I've ever had in a beard oil. I would liken this to a designer cologne. And as a matter of fact, I bought the cologne to this scent as well. So it's like a sweet and tangy oud. Um, and I know some of that oud can get like that dark, stanky note that some people like, some people don't, and I like that in certain scents. But this is like that kind of sweet, tangy, and then you get like a darkness from like a wet leather component, which is really nice. But it's not like it's like a worn, wet, kind of musty leather. And then there is some spiciness in there somewhere, some mossiness, and then in the scent description, it says floweriness. I don't necessarily pick that out, but I do see how it could be in there and help round that profile out. So I do believe it's in there, and I believe it is a rounding component to kind of soften the edges of all those dark scents. Um, I absolutely love this. Now, what I will tell you is the price is on the high side. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it compared to other beard oils that are out there. Some beard oils can be $15 a bottle. Most anymore are in the range of 20 to 25, and we happily pay for those, right? We all pay $20 for a beard oil, and 25, and we really don't bat an eye. And there's a company out there that I love, that a lot of people love, that charge $30 for an oil, and we all buy it. I buy it, and we like it, and we continuously buy it because we think it's worth $30. Most of his oils are $35 an ounce, so you're only paying $5 more. You get, and whether it's worth $5 or not to you, I don't know. You get the Cool Skull bottle, you get the wax dipped, you get scents that are absolutely killer. Another note about the bottles, guys: the bottles are heavy. I feel like if I like drop this on my toe, like it would do some damage, right? Compared to like a regular oil bottle. So the oil's $35 an ounce. He does have some that are $45 an ounce. It depends on the ingredients. And then the colognes are 70 to 120 for a 2-ounce spray container, which is wax dip too, skull bottle. Now, compared to other beard oil companies that do colognes, that's expensive. However, I feel like this belongs in that designer category, right? I bought my wife, she wanted it for Christmas. I bought her a bottle of Chanel perfume that I spent $215, $220-ish on. That was worth it to her. Not to me, it's not. Tom Ford Oud Wood, a scent that I absolutely love, $300-ish a bottle. I'm not going to pay $300 for a bottle of cologne. Just not going to happen. So when I can get something that is in that same category, in that same level, for less than half the price, for $70, it's kind of a no-brainer. Now, this isn't for everybody. Not everybody's going to want to spend $70 on a cologne. And not everybody's going to want to spend $35 on an oil, and that's okay. And if you don't want to do that, don't do that. And I don't think this is for everybody. This isn't for, the people that are happy, going to drugstores and big box stores and buying beard oil off the shelf and using that. And if that works for you, fantastic. Keep using what works. If you are like me and you're starting to explore more small batch handcrafted companies and go down that rabbit hole, and I found a lot of fantastic companies. I bought the oil and the cologne cost me $105. I spent my own money. I didn't get anything for free. I didn't get any discounts. Anything like that. So I legit spent my own money, and I feel it was worth it. The scent lasts literally all day. I put it on at let's see. I left my house at 8:30, so I probably put it on like 8:15 this morning. And I clocked out from work about 6:15. I've smelled it all day, and you get different levels of that scent throughout the day as the scent develops and opens up, whatever you want to call it. I got more compliments today on this scent than I've had in a very long time on anything I've worn. Now, I don't wear the same scent every day. I have enough beard oils that I could wear a different one for one day for 6 months straight, right, and never wear the same scent. And a lot of times I'll get, one person in particular, she just notices scents and she's like, ooh, that smells good, or oh, I don't like that, or whatever. I got compliments from a lot of people today on this scent and how good it smelled. It's fantastic. I did 2 pumps of oil, and then 2 spritzes of cologne, and it lasted me all day. So the Deep Purple is what I got. I also got the Hotel de Paris. It smells fantastic out of the bottle. I don't do reviews based on the scent out of the bottle because that's not what it's about. So To summarize, if you want an oil that is light, absorbs super fast, lasts all day, as far as the scent goes, and has scents that are as complex, if not more complex, than any other beard oil out there, give this a shot. $35 for an oil isn't a whole lot more than what we're spending right now. The owner's a cool guy. I placed my first order, and I commented on one of his Instagram posts. I'm like, hey, I just placed an order, and the dude messaged me. He was like, hey, let me know what you think when you get it, yada yada yada. Was telling me about some of the oils he uses and some of the carriers and where he sources his ingredients, and he just seemed really really passionate, which was nice and I loved. And he taught me some stuff, which I thought was cool. So we had a good conversation through Messenger there. But fantastic company. Try it out. I'm going to spend my own money again to buy more of these products. Am I going to buy every scent? No. Am I going to buy every product? No. And there are tons and tons of different oil blends. If you get a little confused by that, reach out to him. Send him a message on Instagram. He's really responsive. Or just Google them. But I went with it's called Ivory Majestic, is the blend that I went with in both that I purchased. So try it out. Let me know what you think if you have. And even before I bought this, before I spent $105 on a cologne and an oil, I am a member of some Facebook groups out there that deal with beard care products, and I'm sure most of you watching are too. And I posted a question out there. What do you guys think of this company? And I got two different answers. The people that have bought it and have used it seem to really like it and seem to think it's worth the money and seem to be like, I have bought more than once. So those are the people that I tend to trust, that have spent their own money on a product and said, yes, this is worth it, and I'm going to buy it again. Now, there were also a lot of people like, I won't spend more than $20 for a beard oil. And my question to them was, well, have you bought it? No. And not being a jerk, but your opinion doesn't matter to me then. If you haven't tried it, I don't care what you think. I don't care if you think it's worth it or not. So the people that were talking negatively, I don't really even want to say negatively, but voicing their opinions about the price of this company, they hadn't tried it. The people that I talked to that had actually purchased products have been repeat customers and plan to be repeat customers again, even at these price points. And I say that not thinking his prices are out of line. I think you're getting a value for what you're getting. I really do. $35 for an oil, I know, can be expensive. It absorbs super fast, which I love. Now, oil aside, the cologne I think is so worth the money. At $70, it's insane. Like, I have spent 2 and 3 times that amount of money on perfume for my wife that after a couple hours I can't smell it. Neither can she. She carries it in her purse so she can respritz throughout the day. So check it out if you have the means. Try it and drop a comment. Let me know what you think. So thumbs up for me if if you want to go down that rabbit hole and spend that money. I don't think you'll be disappointed. Thanks, guys.